Thanks for tuning back in. Sometimes things just take time. Sometimes, people say that you can't change people, and that's true, right? Logically, it is true. You can't change people, but you can help to lead people to the water. You can show them, you can inspire them, things that inspire them to change. How do I know this? I know this for a fact. I know this absolutely for a fact because I have been in relationships where I have helped to inspire those to change, and I've been in relationships where other people have inspired me to change. Directly, indirectly, you can definitely inspire people to change. There's no doubt about that. People make the decision ultimately if they're going to change. I mean, that's really what it comes back to, is do they want to change? In the situation with Sarah, it was so short-lived that I'm racking my brain trying to make sense of it all because everything's happened in such a short period of time that there wasn't enough time to evaluate and say that yes, this, that, definitively, yes, this would have been like this or that. And even then, even if there was more time, you still don't know until time progresses. Because time always tells, right? And actions speak louder than words. I keep finding myself thinking, could I have saved her? I keep praying to God and asking God, could I have done something that would have made a difference if I did one thing differently? If I had went to the hotel with her, if I had told her to stay here with me that morning. I keep thinking all these different things, and then I keep coming back to the reality, right? The reality is that she's gone, and one could say that it doesn't really matter, right? I mean, it does matter. People can say, oh, this person is dead. Okay, it doesn't matter. It does matter. But then if you look in hindsight from a different perspective, you can say, well, this person died, and so now that they're gone and there's nothing you can do about it, it doesn't matter. And so I keep questioning and asking, well, does it matter? Could I have done something that could have made a difference, that not only would have saved somebody's life, but also would have made a difference from that person perishing and being separated from God potentially? Now, I don't know where she is in the afterlife, but I suspect my inner gut feeling is, and people keep saying, you don't know. Stop thinking about it. You don't know. You don't know. You don't know. And that's the truth. I don't know. Right? I really don't know for sure 100%. But everyone keeps saying you don't know, so let it go. And that's easy for other people to say, let it go, you don't know. But in my spirit, in the way that she was living, in the relationship that we were in, and how she died, typically, if you had heard about this story, say you didn't hear it from me, you heard it from anybody else, you would think, wow, this person is probably not in a better place in the afterlife. If you have Christian beliefs, right? People want to think about all these other things and say, well, she was a good person. Yes, she was a good person. Yes, she did have a big heart. She also had a lot of other things going on. When it comes back to biblically, was she living outside of God's law? Yes. Was I living outside of God's law? Yes. Have I repented recently? Yes. Am I still struggling? Yes. Yes, all these things. If I would have died that morning, would I be in a better place? I'm going to say, now I can't say I want to say no, I wouldn't be in a better place, but then God judges the heart, right? So maybe she is in a better place. Maybe I would be in a better place. Everyone's got a different opinion on this. It's not about opinions. For me, it's about coming back to God's word, right? Is a person truly repented in their heart to Christ? And when we're living in the world and we're kind of gambling with our life, so to speak, I guess we're taking a chance. I mean, that's the way I see it. I don't know, everyone's got a different viewpoint, but I just keep asking myself, could I have done something differently that would have made a difference? Everyone keeps telling me, hey man, you did everything you could do. You did, you did what you could do. You tried to get the hotel staff to do a welfare check. You tried to do this. You called. You checked on. You did this. You did that. You did all these different things. Okay. Yeah, I did all those things. Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did. Did I do everything I could have done? Maybe I should have broke the window. Maybe I should have kicked the door in at the hotel. Again, my friends that I've talked to about this would say, nah, if you did that, you would have got in trouble. Nah, if you did that, well, no. And then some friends will say, well, it doesn't matter because you didn't do that, and it doesn't matter because she's still gone. But what if I did? What if I did break the window or kick the door in? Could I have saved her? Would she have still had a pulse? Could I have saved her life? But I didn't know. And that's the reason I didn't jump to that extreme, like breaking the window or kicking the door in, because I didn't know what the hell was going on. All I knew was that in my heart, in my gut, in my stomach, in my spirit, I felt something was wrong. It didn't make sense. It was uncharacteristic of her to not respond to phone calls or texts, especially when we had already been together every day from the time that we met, and we had plans every day for the week leading up to when she was going back home to sell her car. She was gonna get her dog and pack up her stuff and then come out here to start over her life out here. She was coming out here to Arizona to start a new life. All I keep thinking about is she was coming out here to start a new life. Could I have done something that would have made a difference that she would still be alive? And everyone that I've talked to about it says, you did everything you could, or no, you couldn't have done everything, and it was this, that would, it doesn't matter now because she's already gone, and I get that, I understand that logically, I understand, I get it. I understand, I get it. But it doesn't take away from the fact that I still keep reminiscing and thinking, could I have saved her life? Could I have helped to save her? It's like things like this, like that I know I need to make peace with, and I need to let it go, and I need to move on and all that, but I don't know how you do that. I don't know how. Everyone keeps telling me prayer, stay close to God, keep praying, and I'm doing that, and that's the only thing that's helping to get through, but all I keep thinking about is that she didn't need to die. Someone gave her this drug, and now she's gone. And all I keep thinking about was, is there something I could have done that would have made a difference that she would still be here? And what's driving me nuts is I probably will never know the answer to that, and I keep searching for that answer. And friends have told me the same thing that I've realized, is that I'm probably never going, I probably, most likely, will never know the answer. So what do I do? What do you do when someone you love dies in weird circumstances, and then you keep asking yourself the what ifs? What if I could have saved her? How do you let that go? How are you supposed to do that? And I believe that the only way is just to surrender it and give it to God every day, until eventually I'm able to make peace with it, or God gives me peace with it in my heart. That's the only answer I can come to that logically, realistically makes sense on a spiritual level, emotionally, mentally, spiritually. I miss her, and I hate this happened, and I wish things were different. I miss you, Sarah, and I will always love you.